How are you? Okay, the first thing I would like to say is that I'm greatly privileged and honored to be among the best and the brightest of Pakistan. So let's give yourself a big hand. I was honored to do 46 Common, and I think we had a great fun. And more importantly, I think that we made a lot of connections, and that's why they invited me again here. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, other than what respected sir said here. I am a graduate from UET, and then soul searching, I went to New York. I did my MBA from there. Now, why engineering is important, relevant to you, that why I'm an engineer and I can help you. Basically, I learned three things from engineering: logic, connecting the dots, and solving a big problem, how to solve a big problem. So wherever I went, I took it with me. So if I will say, ma'am, this color looks good on you or not good on you, I'll give you a reason. I'll say your eye color, hair color, skin tone is this, and coloration should be this. If I were to say this collar shape is very good for you or not good for you, I will say your relevance of your face, what's your face shape, and what should be the collar. So I'll give you logic. That logic I learned from engineering. So I applied it, in my fashion school as well. The other thing is that I did my MBA. Now, why MBA is relevant to you? Because I know how the business world operates. You're going to be in your career dealing with a lot of business people. So, what's their mindset, how they work, how they look, and all that, I learned from there, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of information there as well. And the last thing is that I went to, I kept on my soul searching, just like you did your soul searching. You wanted to, you're not here by default, you're here by design. You worked very hard on it. You are probably that 2%, even less than that, that is, honored and privileged to be here. So that's a big achievement, that's a big success, and I think you should be very proud of yourself. And your parents should be very proud of you. I'm glad they are. So in FIT, I landed there, basically soul searching, and when I went there, I said, oh, this is my calling, this is what I want to do. So when I came out of the FIT, I could have easily be a designer or whatever, open a boutique, open a brand, whatever, work for a fashion house, but I did not select that. I've been always the out-of-box thinker. And I said, how can I add value to somebody? So Dress for Success is the formula that I put everything under that, and I decided to help professional men and women that how they should dress. Women के बारे में तो ये है ना कि innate sense भी है, कोई बता भी देता है, बाजी आप इसमें बड़ी अच्छी लग रही हैं, ये कलर आपके ऊपर बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है कि नहीं? ऐसी बात है ना. Men बेचारे mostly color blind हैं, ठीक है? वो कहते हैं shirt color, what color, this, that, whole bit. तो मैंने सोचा कि if I can, come up with a formula, which I have developed a formula, 5 P's of dressing I will share with you. And I can tell you one thing about that formula. If you will follow that formula, I can tell you with conviction that you can never make wrong dressing decisions. How about that? It's a big claim, right? But inshallah, you'll see that I'll come through with that. And with that formula, I worked and everything. When I came out of the gates, like you're coming out of the gates, you haven't developed your career yet. So I said to myself, okay, what am I going to do? Where should I hit? Where should I go? Where should I test all the formula that I've developed? So I went all the way to the sea level. ये भी एक thought है. Always go to the top. Never start from the bottom. So the first few people that I got the opportunity to meet and dress, Governor of New York. Not an easy guy. Why would he deal with me? Why would he give me the opportunity? Why would he listen to me even? These people have their own planes, and they can go to Milan, they can go to Paris, they can bring the designer home. But I must have intrigued him. If I was able to intrigue him, I will be able to, inshallah, intrigue you as well. President of Bar Association of New York. Imagine the power of President of Bar Association of Lahore or Islamabad, or even for that matter, Pakistan. Big egos. So if I was able to connect with them and resonate with them, inshallah, I'll be able to resonate with you as well. I will share some of the experience with you. I'm not bragging about this. I'm just telling you where I've been and where I've come to. There's another guy there, Jerome Schwartz. He was the inventor of barcoding that you use. We cannot even live today without barcoding. Your plane won't fly without barcoding. So that guy, obviously he gave me an opportunity. And then the list goes on and all that. So I have dressed maybe 50,000 men and women, professional men and women in my career, and a lot of public officials as well, senator, congressman, and all that. And so I have a wealth of information. I'll be sharing with you my expertise and all that. Now you might say that, okay, you are so successful, this, that, whole bit, why are you here in Pakistan? What are you doing here? लोग कहते हैं यूनाइटेड स्टेट का पासपोर्ट है, आपके पास ये है, वो है. अताउल्लाह कासमी साहब का नाम सुना? I was talking to him very passionately, just like I'm right now. I was talking to him, sir, I'm here in Pakistan, I want to do this, I want to work with the youth, I want to talk about it, I want to share my experience and everything. So every 5 minutes he asked me, पैसा कैसे बनाएंगे? हम से पैसा कैसे बनाएंगे? Business कैसे करेंगे? So I kind of ignored him. Third time when he said, I said, let me tell you this, sir. I want to ask you a question. I said, a person of my caliber, my experience, my education, and dressing 50,000 men and women, having a United States passport, where do you think I can make more money? Can I make more money over there or can I make more money over here? Obviously, I can make more money over there. Also working with all the consulting companies and all the banks and everything. So then I kind of so he settled down with that answer. So I'm not going to go longer into this. I just have a 2-minute video that will tell you my motivation, why I'm here. So can you run that video? It's a clip about my motivation.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम हामिद सईद है। आज मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि वो क्या चीज़ है जिसने मुझे मजबूर किया कि मैं अमेरिका से पाकिस्तान आऊँ। पेशे के लिहाज से मैं एक इंटरनेशनल इमेज और वार्डरोब कंसल्टेंट हूँ। पिछले 20-25 साल से न्यूयॉर्क के टॉप बिजनेसमैन और प्रोफेशनल्स को ड्रेस करने के बाद मैंने सोचा कि मैंने अपने लिए, अपने बिजनेस के लिए, अपनी फैमिली के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है, लेकिन मैंने अपने मुल्क के लिए क्या किया है, जहाँ मैं पैदा हुआ, पला बड़ा और जिस मुल्क ने मुझे अपनी पहचान दी। चूंकि मैंने इरादा किया कि अमेरिका की बजाय अपने मुल्क में जाकर अपने हमवतनों को प्रॉपर ड्रेसिंग सिखाऊं, तो मुझे बताया गया कि वहाँ तो लोड शेडिंग है, वहाँ तो धूल मिट्टी है, वहाँ तो कितनी गर्मी है। लेकिन मैंने अपने आप से कहा कि मैं भी तो इसी मिट्टी से पैदा हुआ हूँ और मैं भी तो इसी धूल मिट्टी और गर्मी में रहा हूँ। ये मेरा मुल्क है, मेरी पहचान है और एक दिन मैं गोरों के कब्रिस्तान में दफन होने के बजाय अपनी सरजमीन की मिट्टी में दफन होना चाहूँगा और जब तक जिंदा हूँ अपने मुल्क की खिदमत करना चाहूँगा। पाकिस्तान की यूथ को ड्रेसिंग सिखा के उनका मुस्तकबिल रोशन करना चाहूँगा। पाकिस्तान के प्रोफेशनल्स को प्रोफेशनल ड्रेसिंग सिखा के और ज़्यादा कामयाबियों से हमकिनार करना चाहूँगा। पाकिस्तान के छोटे बच्चों को ग्रूमिंग सिखा के उनके अंदर खुद एतमादी पैदा करना चाहूँगा। पाकिस्तान के टॉप बिजनेसमैन, लीडर्स, एस्टेब्लिशमेंट और पब्लिक ऑफिसर्स को इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स के मुताबिक ड्रेसिंग करना सिखाना चाहूँगा ताकि वो दूसरे मुल्क के लोगों के साथ पाकिस्तान को अच्छे से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकें। लेकिन मेरी सबसे बड़ी मोटिवेशन जो मुझे पाकिस्तान में खींच कर लाई है वो ये है कि मैं पाकिस्तान के देही और बैकवर्ड इलाकों से जो टैलेंटेड यूथ बड़े शहरों में आते हैं उनकी ड्रेस ग्रूमिंग करके उनको आगे बढ़ने के बराबर मौके फराहम करने में मदद कर सकूँ। ये सारे नेक मकासद और कौम की खिदमत का जज्बा लेकर ये शुमार दूसरे पाकिस्तानियों की तरह मैं भी पाकिस्तान आया हूँ और मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक नेक, मेहनती और अच्छी कौम बनने के अलावा हम एक वेल ड्रेस्ड कौम ही बने ताकि हम में और खुद एतमादी और आगे बढ़ने का जज्बा पैदा हो और हम सब मिलकर अपने मुल्क को तरक्की की मंजिलों में गामजन करें। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
So that's my story. I resonate with you. We are on the same page. You are here because you want to serve the country. And that's why I'm here. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the sessions. We're going to have 3 sessions, so you're going to be seeing a lot of me. I'm going to be seeing a lot of you. And so we're going to be covering a lot of grounds. On top of that, this time in 47 Common, we are starting something new. We are starting a club. It's going to be a dressing discussion club. So anybody who's deeply interested in that can also join the club. We're going to do very interesting activities. We're going to do some projects, and we're going to take this more deeper into what it means. So anybody who's interested, I think they could go to the office and they could put their name down there. Today, I'm going to do one thing first. I will like to convince you first on why dressing is important. I know many of you have filled out the survey. How many of you have filled that survey that I sent you? Now, the ones who have not, please do that, because that tells me what do you want to learn and all that. And I just met a captain there. I mean, captain, whatever he was, captain before. He said to me that when he thought he got that survey, he thought it's going to be just like a fill-in type of thing and nobody's going to look at it. He didn't know who I was and all that. And he said he kind of dismissed it. He thought it's just like one of those, things. But he confessed with me that, and now he's going to go there and he's going to fill out that survey. I think it's going to be, to your interest. Now, we're going to have 3 sessions. Today, I'm going to talk about importance. I'm going to, I would like to build my case first. Why it's important? Because you guys are very intelligent. You're intellectual. You're the best and brightest of the nation. You might think, yeah, something important to what's up here. I have charisma. I can go and I can talk to anybody. I have confidence. I have this and this. I don't need dressing. So I would like to kind of make my case first, and then we'll move on and move into the presentation. And my second, and we'll discuss the formula that I promised you today. We're going to go through that. There's a lot of ground. There's a lot of things to cover. There are going to be a lot of takeaways, and I'll be pointing it out what are the takeaways so that you can make notes or whatever. And then in the next session, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it. How to put combinations together, how colors work and all that, and we get into the meat of it. And then the third session is where I'm going to be addressing all your questions and challenges which you have described in your survey. So we're going to be 3 sessions plus the club and all this. So I think it's going to be a lot of territory to cover. So let me build the case first. I know that you are here. I know that many of you are going to become DC, or many of you, whatever the department or concentration you have chosen, and you're going to go to FBR, or you're going to go to police, or whatever it is, whatever you have chosen. So I want to build my case by building a scenario. Let's say that you are in that position of DC1 again, and there's a nameplate out there. We'll fast forward. Your training is done, everything, you're sitting there. And Hamid said DC or whatever, Hinan Javed or Uwais Afzal, the nameplate is there. And I will describe 2 scenarios with you. You are sitting inside, and then a tycoon of an industry comes from outside. He's wearing Armani suit, he's wearing dark glasses, he's got a big entourage, 4 people on the right side, 4 people on the left side. As soon as he walks in, he looks at the name, he looks at the, the plate, he's impressed. And then the majestic office and everything. As soon as he walks in, what he sees somebody sitting there who looks very unimportant, who looks very insignificant, he or she has no presence. Or he or she looks like somewhere the middle management person or staff person. Let me tell you how he's going to talk to you. He's going to come in. He was impressed from outside. All of a sudden he sees you, or he sees somebody like you and sitting there. So all of a sudden he's going to talk to you with the tone of his voice. And what is he going to say? He's going to say, let me tell you this. What are you guys offering us? There is no electricity. There is no gas. Tax structure is way here. Our experts are down, our factories are closed, our industry is closed. You are sitting here in a very cozy office. What are you doing for us? What are you doing for us? Now let me tell you who's going to win this conversation. You. And let me tell you why. Even though that you look that weak, and even though that you look not that important. Because of the power of the pen and the power of the office. He cannot win from you. Intellectually, he cannot win from you. You guys are very smart. You're smarter than him. But let me ask you this question. Why should he treat you like this? He should not treat you like this, right? Second scenario. Chairman of a municipal committee comes. Now, hierarchy, look at the hierarchy from PM to way down there. Where is he? He's at the bottom pole. He's going to come in. He's going to be very impressed with the office. He's going to come in. If you look very unimportant, you look very insignificant, you look weak and you have no presence, उसने भी अपनी आवाज रेस करेगा, लेकिन वो सर कहेगा, मैडम करेगा, सर कहेगा. सर, आप यहाँ बैठे हैं, चिल्ड माहौल में बैठे हुए हैं, आपको पता है हमारी स्ट्रीट्स का क्या हाल है, सूरज का क्या हाल है? And he's going to go and lay out everything on you. उसके बाद एक फिक्रा और भी कह देगा, आपको पता है आपकी तनख्वाह कौन देता है? हम पब्लिक तनख्वाह देते हैं आपकी. In the end, let me tell you who's going to win this conversation. You're going to win this conversation again. Because you have power of the pen, you have power of the office. So I will share with you what should be the look of a civil servant. I will tell you everything about it. I'll tell you the colors, I'll tell you the style, I'll tell you, I'll share a lot of information. My job is to help you to look. You are already what you are and you're going to be what you are, but I'm going to help you to look what you should be. Can we go on to the next slide here? Just give me that. Thank you. So first session, second session, I just told you. Why proper dressing is important. Now, I have some disclaimers. I want to go through that as well. I give lectures and then people give me lectures when I go outside. Somebody come to me, sir, what are you talking about? आपने सिर्फ ड्रेसिंग की बात की, आपने सिर्फ की टाइज की प्रोफेशनल कैसे लगना है, ये किया वो किया, आपने एजुकेशन की तो बात ही नहीं की. So I get the lecture all the time. Let me tell you this, you are highly educated here, but I will make my point. I would say dressing is not a substitute of education. Now I'm a dressing guy, I can easily say, nahi, aap dress kare, ye kare, wo kare, you can go conquer the world. No, I'm not going to say that. Education, you must have education, so you guys have education. So I salute you for that. You have to have training. For whatever you do, you have to have training. You should know your work. You are getting the training here. So thank God you have that. Then you have to have experience. You're going to gain experience. You're going to go out in the job market, and your positions and everything, and you will have experience. And then you will have skill set. You're learning a lot of skill set, and then you're going to go into your areas and you're going to learn more about that. And then on top of that, you have to have moral character. Now, I'm not a religious guy. I'm not going to give you a religious sermon here. But let me tell you what moral character means in terms of your position and job and in terms of business. Moral character means only one thing. One word. Integrity. Anybody knows what integrity means? Take a guess. Yes, ma'am.
Be honest even when no one is looking.
Right. Exactly. I will describe it this way. Do what you say and you say what you do. आपके पास एक बंदा आता है, अपना केस लेके आता है, अपनी पोजीशन लेके, अपनी प्रॉब्लम लेके आता है. आपने उसे स्टोरी नहीं दे देनी, आपने उसे ट्रक की बत्ती के पीछे नहीं लगा देना, आपने उसका मसला हल करना है. That's how you build integrity. When you will have that kind of reputation, it will build. बहुत इफेक्टिव ऑफिसर है. आपके पास प्रोजेक्ट मिला है, आपको अपनी सीनियर से प्रोजेक्ट मिला है. You're not going to say, oh, सर ये हो गया, वो हो गया, फलां हो गया, ढमकान हो गया. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to cut it. सबसे ज्यादा, सबसे बड़ी शख्सियत इंटेग्रिटी वाली दुनिया में कौन थी? Take a guess. हजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. Let me tell you what integrity. I'll give you only one example, and I think you already know about that example. There was a business transaction, and the guy said, please stand here, I'm going to be coming back. And guess, he forgot about it 2 or 3 days. Some riwayat say 2 days, some say 3 days. Hazur Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Nabi wahi khade rahe. He did not leave the spot. And when he came, he said, oh, main to bhul hi gaya tha, I forgot. That's integrity. So you have to have integrity. दूसरा disclaimer ये है कि I get I give lectures and the female, the women, girls, they meet me outside and they say, आपने बहुत बातें की men के बारे में, आपने हमारे बारे में इतना कुछ नहीं बताया. Let me tell you this, my presentation, entire presentation is not going to be gender specific. So if I'll talk about colors, I'll talk about style, I'll talk about, you know, all these things, you pay attention. There's another reason why should you pay attention. Why should you pay attention to tie ki length kitni honi chahiye? You're going to get married, you know, in future, whatever. Or you're already a sister, you have a brother, you have a father. Somebody comes to you, kaisa lag raha hu? If you don't know, आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कैसा लग रहा है? So learn all the things about what I'm going to say about men, and I think you know that will sink in, and you know you will be able to contribute in your lifetime. Zuckerberg lecture मिलते हैं मुझे. Zuckerberg सर ये क्या आप क्या कह रहे हैं? आप what planet you come from? आपके अमेरिका से तो है Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg क्या करता है? जी वो टी शर्ट और जीन पहनता है. आप क्यों आए इतना बड़ा लेक्चर में देने के लिए? Zuckerberg वाकई jeans or t-shirt pehanta. Anybody knows why he does that? To save time. On top of that, he wants to save also the mental energy. He says that, look, I don't want to spend time. I don't want to like, you know, kaun sa combination hai, kaun sa color hai, ye hai, wo hai. I have no time for this. I want to just dig in. I want to go to work. Okay, makes sense. But does he really believe in t-shirts and jeans? I don't think so. He's not a fool. He believes in situational dressing, which I'll teach you. Situation क्या है, dressing कैसे करनी है. Now I can prove it to you that he doesn't believe only in t-shirts and jeans. You know what happened about a year ago? Data breach हुआ Facebook का. What happened? He was called on the carpet. Guess where? Senate Congress hearing, criminal hearing. I tell you something, that's not a light thing. That's the biggest there, you know, of inquiry that could be, you know, done against you. Now on that day, what was he wearing? He wasn't only wearing suit, ma'am, he was wearing impeccable suit. He was wearing like, you know, beautiful combination, like somebody had put him together. On that day, let me ask you this, why didn't he save the mental energy? Because he knew. And let me tell you this, because I am from States, I've spent there 20 years, and I know their culture, and I know the politics, and I know this, you know, I've been a student of that. Had he worn t-shirts and jeans on that day, let me tell you what would happen. He would have been nailed. He would have been definitely, you know, the words would have gotten against him. Now why? Do you think that senator, congressman would say, oh, t-shirt or jean pehn ke aaya hua hai? T-shirt, jeans unke culture mein hai. It's their dress. The reason they would have nailed him is this, that this guy has no respect for us. So it's not you're showcasing yourself. It's not that you're dressing to impress. You are showing respect. Now, I'm not that hard on him, but listen to this guy. He's from image consultant from England. Can we run the next video? And see what he says about him.
Far too many young men these days buy their first suit far too late. And even more regrettable is the fact that the reason they don a suit for the first time is the worst reason imaginable. The reason why those young men buy their first suit is their appearance in legal proceedings of some sort. They're wearing a suit because they've done something bad. Let me give you a recent example. This young man here, let's call him Mark, got into hot water because he sold some product to some very unsavory people. Young men end up in court for this kind of thing every day. Usually the product in question is a psychoactive substance of some sort. But in this case, the product happened to be the private lives of you, me, and a gazillion other people. Of course, there was an outcry, and poor Mark ended up in front of an angry mob of US senators. And Mark did what all juvenile delinquents do. He put on a suit as a disguise. He faked respect. What about showing some real respect before things go downhill? Respect for your company, your colleagues, your customers, your business partners. Because that's why you wear a suit, to show some respect. So here's your lesson, Mark. Don't just put on a suit when you think it counts. Respect is something that you need to show every day.
So, excuse me, I want to make 2 points about the respect I already did, and I want to tell you this. You have to have a signature look every day. It's not that one day you look great, and the other day you look somewhat great, and the third day, are you the same person? So we'll talk about signature look. You have to have signature look. Respect के बारे में एक और बात ऐड करना चाहूँगा. कामरान लशारी साहब का नाम सुना हुआ है? You know, he's a famous bureaucrat. I'm friends with him, and I talk to him a lot, and I learn a lot from him. He's a very, very, intellectually he's way up there. He has seen the world, everything. He knows Pakistan, and I kind of learn from him. I asked him one day, I said, sir, let me ask you this. When you meet a new probationary officer, or he's going to become probationary officer for the interview or later on, how do you judge him or her? How dressing is, what kind of impact that person leaves on you? And he said to me, these were his words. He said, when somebody looks sloppy, disheveled, messy, or he's not very well put together, I think that he's not taking me seriously. So think about this. And he's saying this, that if he's not taking me seriously today, how is he going to take me seriously when I hire him? So that's very important that we need to, remember that. Now, we're going to start, libas का मतलब क्या है, Quran से. We learn everything from Quran. Quran हमारा क्या है? Source है for information. लिबास के बारे में 2 आयत हैं, मैं वो दोनों आपसे शेयर करता हूँ. पहली आयत ये है कि अल्लाह ताला ने फरमाया कि लिबास मेरी पहचानों में से एक पहचान है. अब पहचान कैसे बनी? Anybody wants to take a crack at it? पहचान इसलिए बनी, अल्लाह ताला ने जो इंसान की फितरत में चीज़ डाल दी है, वो अल्लाह ताला की पहचान बन गई. जैसे ज़मीर है. ज़मीर क्या है? अल्लाह ताला की पहचान. ज़मीर में क्या बताता है? Are we doing right? Are we doing wrong? किसी मुफ्ती शुफ्ती के पास जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है until it's a very complicated issue. Your ज़मीर will tell you that whether you're doing it right or wrong. लिबास भी अल्लाह ताला ने इंसान की फितरत में डाल दिया है. अशरफुल मखलूक़ात हैं. 2 चीज़ें हम में हैं जो किसी और मखलूक में नहीं है. एक लिबास और दूसरा क्या है? अकल दी है. सारी मखलूक देख लें, आप परिंदे देख लें, ये देख लें, आप जानवर देख लें, कोई लिबास पहनता है? नहीं पहनता. वर्ड रीश यूज किया गया है. रीश का मतलब ये होता है कि परिंदों के पर. परिंदों के पर कितने खूबसूरत होते हैं. वो उसकी प्रोटेक्शन के लिए भी, उसकी ब्यूटी के लिए भी है. सो देन देयर आर 3 पर्पसेस ऑफ लिबास. वन इज टू कवर योरसेल्फ. कवर योरसेल्फ का मतलब क्या है? सतर ढांपना. उसके लिए मैं आई वुड नॉट गो इनटू डिटेल बिकॉज वी ऑल नो दैट. फिर उसके बाद है प्रोटेक्ट योरसेल्फ. आपने अपने जिस्म की हिफाजत करनी है. सर्दी है, गर्मी है, एलिमेंट्स है, बारिश है, तूफान है, हाइकिंग पे जा रहे हैं, नॉर्थ पे जा रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, आर्मी में हैं. गेस व्हाट? आपको हेलमेट पहनना पड़ेगा, फटीग पहननी पड़ेगी. ऑल दैट, सो प्रोटेक्ट योरसेल्फ. लेकिन मेरा जो मेरा टॉपिक है वो है अल्लाह ताला ने कहा कि लिबास को जीनत के लिए बनाया गया, खूबसूरती के लिए बनाया गया. ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है कि हम राहब हैं, जो मर्जी पहन के आ जाएं, फटे पुराने कपड़े पहन के जंगल में चले जाएं, दैट्स नॉट द एसेंस ऑफ इस्लाम. I can prove it to you. I can give you a lot of hadith and everything. एक हदीस है, हुज़ूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम का एक बंदा आता है. He look like hell. बहुत गरीब लग रहा है, हुलिया बहुत उसका खराब है, फटे पुराने कपड़े पहने हुए उसने. हुज़ूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम से पूछते हैं तुम्हारे हालात ठीक हैं? नरम दिल के आदमी थे, इन्वॉल्व होते थे लोगों के साथ, इंटेग्रिटी थी इनकी. वो कहता है सर मैं तो बहुत अमीर आदमी हूं. उन्होंने कहा क्या इमारत तुम्हारे में क्या है? उन्होंने कहा जी मेरे तो इतने बाग हैं, मेरे पास तो इतनी बकरियां हैं, मेरे पास तो इतनी अशरफियां हैं. तो हुज़ूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया फिर तुम्हारे लिबास में नजर क्यों नहीं आता? जाओ अपने लिबास में ओहदे के मुताबिक, अपनी स्टेटस के मुताबिक कपड़े पहनने चाहिए. नाउ यू मस्ट लुक ब्यूटीफुल. वाई शुड, अल्लाह ने क्यों कहा कि हम ब्यूटीफुल लगे? इसलिए अल्लाह ने कहा है कि अल्लाह ताला खुद खूबसूरत है. अल्लाह ताला ने दुनिया बड़ी खूबसूरत बनाई है. लुक एट द स्काईज, लुक एट द ओशन, लुक एट द flowers, look at the trees, look at the landscape. It's absolutely gorgeous. हम लोग जितने डिजाइनर अपने आप को कहते हैं ये कुछ है, हम कहाँ से लेते हैं थीम्स? हम नेचर से लेते हैं. कोई सफारी में जाता है, कोई कहीं जाता है, कोई जाके अपनी थीम बना के लाता है. एक दफा ऑलिव सूट नया नया निकला, ऑलिव कलर का. आई वॉज इन अमेरिका ऑब्वियसली दैट टाइम. मैंने कहा यार इसके साथ शर्ट कौन सी चलेगी? ठीक है, ऑलिव के साथ एक आइवरी कलर की चल सकती है, बेज कलर की चल सकती है. मैं आई वांट टू मेक अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉम्बिनेशन. एंड गेस व्हाट, आई जस्ट सॉ आउटसाइड एंड आई सॉ अ ट्री एंड देन आई सॉ द स्काई. The sky is blue and this tree is like what? Olivey type of that color. I put that combination with a nice light blue shirt. Believe it or not, that became such a hit shirt, I mean the combination. So I was so proud that I was able to get, my instructions from God. So looking beautiful. Now, what is one thing that you don't do it? आपने खूबसूरत लगना है लेकिन एक चीज आपके अंदर नहीं आनी चाहिए. अगर आ गई तो क्या होगा? Everything will be finished. वो क्या है वाला? Proudness. गरूर, तकब्बर. अगर वो आ गया then everything is finished. So you're not going to blame me, I'm not going to be with you. That has nothing to do with that. और तकब्बर मैंने देखा है. कहाँ देखा है मैंने यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में देखा है. वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर का नाम सुना हुआ है? ट्विन टावर. I used to have my office on 79th floor on Twin Tower. That's where the planes hit. So thank God I was not there on that day. If I would have been there on that day, guess what? I wouldn't be here today. लेकिन उस towers में there were 50,000 to 100,000 men and women. They were coming every day. And I tell you something. They were dressed to kill. They're working for multinational companies, huge companies and everything. Beautifully dressed. But let me tell you this. Their walk was very arrogant. And मेरे पास गैब का इल्म नहीं है. I don't know if that's the reason. But I tell you something, it didn't work for them. So it's not going to work for anybody. And these are some of the pictures, and I will go through this again. Now, I will build my case again a little bit more. Why I'm here, why I'm invited here. Why grooming is needed in Pakistan. There are 4 institutions we face where we can learn grooming. The first institution is what? Mother, home. घर में तो mother rule करती है. Let me tell you this, the Pakistani mother is the best mother in the world. So let's give her a big hand. And I'll tell you why. I'm not saying this because she's my mother, I'm a Pakistani, I'm a Pakistani. Obviously your mother is from Pakistan. Pakistani mother is the best mother because she is under tremendous pressure. उसके ऊपर pressure क्या है? Economic pressure है. 3, 4, 5 बच्चे हैं, तालीम का ख्याल भी रखना है, उसकी सेहत का भी ख्याल रखना है, न्यूट्रिशन का भी ख्याल रखना है, मेहमानदारी भी है. एंड इफ शी इज इन अ कंबाइंड फैमिली देन देयर आर सम एडेड प्रेशर्स ऑन हर. अगर हलाल की इनकम है तो देयर इज नॉट अ लॉट गोइंग देयर. डिस्क्रिशनरी जो है वो इनकम नहीं है. तो व्हाट डज शी डू? शी इज अंडर लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर. इतनी सारी चीज़ों बॉल्स को लेकर चलना है, उनको सारा बैलेंस करना है. एक्चुअली शी इज अंडर प्रेशर कुकर. On the other hand, American mother क्या है? Education is paid until 11th grade. उसके बाद उसकी health is paid, books are paid, transportation is paid, even the after study is paid. So that mother is spending time on grooming. That mother is spending time on building the personality of their kids. And Pakistani mother is not able to do that. तो होता क्या है? Let's see. कहते हैं ना, पहले तारीफ करनी चाहिए, then I want to make a point. मदर बेचारी क्या करती है? जो लड़कियां हैं उनको तो बड़ी डॉल बना के रखती है, राइट? बिकॉज दे आर वेरी फेवरेट ऑफ एवरी मदर. बॉयज जो हैं 13-14 साल की उम्र तक क्या होता है? इसको 2 साइज बड़े कपड़े पहना दो, है कि नहीं है? ऐसे ही है ना. अच्छा, उसके ऊपर भी जुल्म क्या है? इसको शूज भी 2 साइज बड़े बना दो. अच्छा, अब हम क्या हैं? हम लंबी स्लीव पहने हुए हैं, लंबी पैंट पहने हुए हैं, हमारी everything is dragging and belt is too loose, everything is, we look like what? We look like buffoons. बेवकूफ लगते हैं. हम क्लास में जाते हैं तो क्या होता है? कोई अच्छा एफ्लुएंट बच्चा होता है, कुछ होता है, वो क्या करता है? कोई देखता है, हंसता भी ऐसा ताली भी मार देता है. Let me ask you this, what happened to our confidence at that time? our confidence goes through the ground. What happens to our self-esteem? That goes down to the ground. So there's not much that grooming takes place. 13-14 साल की उम्र तक टोटल हम उसके कब्जे में होते हैं, उससे बाहर हम निकलते फ्रेंड्स के कब्जे में आ जाते हैं. So if our friends are sloppy looking, our friends are disheveled, our friends are messy, guess what? We will become what? We'll also become like that. जरूरत तो करके देखें कोई अच्छे कपड़े पहन के. I did that. UT में पढ़ता था, I was the only student. I will go there, I will have a nice blazer on, nice tie, nice shirt, nice belt, nice shoes, matching everything and very nicely put together. The first day I went there, I knew I would be slaughtered. मैं जाऊंगा क्या होगा? क्या ये बड़े बन ठन के आए हो? What's the problem? What's the नीचे कहाँ जाना है? I was prepared. मैं इसलिए आपको सुना रहा हूँ कि you will also be like, you know, थोड़ा सा अच्छा बन के देखेंगे तो किसी ने सीनियर जूनियर किसी ने कहना यार क्या कर रहे हो. कोई हो सकता है ये भी कह दे यार तुम मुझसे आगे निकलने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. It happened also. So anyway, I was prepared, and let me tell you, I said I'm going to do two things. I'm going to tell them the reason why I'm dressed this way, and I'm also going to shut them up. So they never ask me this question again. So this is the sentence I worked up and I said. So they asked me, okay, occasion kya hai? So I said, let me tell you why I'm dressed this way. I am dressed this way because I want to feel good about myself. That's what I said. I didn't say I'm here to impress you. So, and let me tell you this, that's where it starts. You're not going to dress for your job. You're not going to, I mean, you should. You know, that's what I'm going to be teaching you. But first and foremost, you're going to be dressing for yourself. अच्छा, अब मैं proof देता हूँ इसको कि when you dress well, what happens. And you will agree with me. जिस दिन आप अच्छा ड्रेस पहने हुई हैं या पहने हुए हैं, आप मेरे के सामने खड़े होते हैं, you like yourself. Guess what happens? Your confidence shoots through the roof. And with this confidence, you can go there and conquer the world. अच्छा, by the way, the people who are short, 5, 6 or under, उनका 1.5 इंच कद भी बढ़ जाता है, ऐसे हो जाते हैं. So that's an added benefit for looking good. उसके बाद आ जाते हैं ब्रांड्स. अच्छा, ब्रांड्स में क्या है? जितने वहाँ ब्रांड हेल्प है, मेन विमेन, सबसे पहले जिस चीज़ पे हाथ लगा दें वो सर बनी आपके लिए. सो ये कलर, ओह आखिरी कलर रह गया. अमेरिका में पता क्या कहते हैं? तो यू लुक लाइक $1 million. सर यू लुक लाइक $1 million. सर यू लुक, मैं कहा कोई $500,000 वाला भी लुक दिखा दो मुझे. दिस इज व्हेन आई वाज नॉट इन दिस बिजनेस. तो वो बेचारा क्या हेल्प करेगा आपको? He has no orientation. I can prove it to you. All these people sitting here, you buy from brand. Did anybody ever ask you what do you do for a living before they start suggesting? I have done presentation with thousands of people, 200, 100, nobody ever, because it doesn't happen. So, वो metric fail है बेचारा, BA fail है, you know, FA fail है. So, you know, he doesn't know much. So, brands doesn't happen. The last institution we face is society. हमारी सोसाइटी क्या है? उसका एटीट्यूड क्या है? हो जाएगा, कर लेंगे, कौन सी जल्दी है. तो उसका मैं आपको फनी स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ. Because I'm also a manufacturer and we make shirts and we make suits and everything. So this is about like 5 years ago. मैं न्यूयॉर्क से आया तो उसने मैंने कहा चलो फैक्ट्री चलते हैं, आज देखते हैं फैक्ट्री में क्या हो रहा है. You guys know Punjabi, all of you? Okay. So I went to my factory and factory starts at 9 o'clock. I'm there at 9 o'clock sharp, 10 minutes before. I saw a guy there, stitcher, जो मशीन चलाता है. कभी इधर जा रहा है, 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 कभी इधर जा रहा है. 10 o'clock हो गए. मैंने कहा भाई 10 o'clock, what time will you start work? सर 9 बजे. मैं कहा 10 बज गए हैं तो अभी तक मशीन पे नहीं बैठा. वो मुझे जाके से कहता है आ गए हाँ कर लांगे करके ही जावांगे, जान तो नहीं दे देनी, मर तो नहीं जाना, टेंशन ना ले. So I rest my case. We don't learn much from there either. This is the crux of my presentation. If you disagree with this statement, I respectfully I'll ask you to leave the room because there is nothing I can teach you. And what it says, remember, before you utter a single word in a meeting, your clothing has spoken all about you. Now, I'm talking about clothing, I'm talking about your demeanor, I'm talking about how you present yourself, your body language, everything. You have not said a single word yet. So what happens? In the first 30 seconds, you must have heard about first impression is the last impression, or first impression is the lasting impression, all those things. I would go even further. There are a lot of consultants, they say 7 seconds. How fast is 7 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds is gone. Now, what do you say? How do you communicate? I'm an expert on nonverbal communication of clothing. So I will dissect it, I will explain it to you. What do you say with your clothing? In first 7 or 30 seconds. First thing, you are saying something about your social status. Now, I'm not giving you philosophically, should we say it, should we not, this is not that morally speaking, but it happened. Now, what do you say from a social, what socio-economic level you belong from? Number one, do you belong from an affluent family? Do you belong from a middle-class family? Do you belong from a lower, or do you belong from village? You are saying that through your clothing. Now, nothing wrong with belonging to any of these segments. इसमें important point क्या है? इसमें important point ये है कि आपने well groomed लगना है. If you look well groomed, nothing matters. Doesn't matter what society you belong to. The other thing, education. आपकी clothing आपका education level बता रही होती है. Now, you are all educated, mashallah. But would you look educated? आप conversation में कई बार सुना कि बंदा बहुत बातें कर रहा है. बड़ी, you know, I mean, he got like, you know, he has depth of the content and everything. तो बंदा देखता है उसे कहता है यार लगता नहीं है वैसे. PhD है, PhD लगता नहीं है. So anyway, education ये नहीं कि they will nail it कि यार इसने PhD किया है, master किया है. But they will say he looks very educated, he looks somewhat educated, he looks not educated. So you must look at it. Level of confidence, extremely important for you guys. You walk into a room, if you have no confidence, you're a little bit shaky about yourself. Your, you know, shoulders slouched. Your, you know, your body language tells that you have no confidence. Your clothing, you're looking at this, you're not sure, you're fixing this, fixing that. Guess what? You're not sure about yourself. It's not going to help you. Believe it or not, it's going to hurt you. So level of confidence. Status and stature, extremely important. आप जिस status के बंदे हैं, आप जिस stature के बंदे हैं, आपको लगना चाहिए. एक बंदा आता है बड़ा dignified लगता है. It's very well put together, very well coordinated, and everything. He looks the part. Guess what? People will listen to him and they will say, okay, please tell us what you have to say. So your status, stature must show. Level of success is extremely important. Now let me tell you this, you guys haven't run the businesses, you don't have a long track record, but you are very successful. You know why? आपने CSS exam pass किया. That's your success, you should be proud of it. उसके बाद आप select हुए हैं, you know, you are here. You are cream of the nation, you should be proud of yourself. But in your clothing, that success should show. If your collar doesn't fit properly, if your clothes properly, if colors are not coordinated, if you're wearing a loud color, loud tie, you know, two-tone shows, I don't know the name, but I was at the inaugural ceremony. I saw some guys wearing two-tone shoes. They don't know it. So I'll share all that expertise with you. So you must look successful. Authority. अगर आपके कपड़ों में authority नहीं है, I mean, can you go into a meeting and say, I have authority? No, people are not going to accept. आप कह सकते हैं I'm very successful. आप कह सकते हैं I have a great confidence. आप कह सकते हैं मैं status और stature का बंदा हूँ. No, that's not how we talk, by the way. So nobody's going to accept that. And then culture, I mean, that's obvious. Financial status, इसके ऊपर बात करूँगा. I did the 46 common. जब भी बात हुई तो कुछ बात करने के सर बजट नहीं है. एजुकेशन के लिए बजट था. आपने तालीम अपने लिबास को भी इन्वेस्टमेंट समझना है. So you must look like you're financially stable. Let me ask you this. If you look poor, how would you be treated? You would be treated poor. I shared an example with you. I traveled back and forth from New York and Dubai, wherever, you know, Qatar or whatever, Doha. The plane stops and we check in again. I was traveling and there were 350 passengers. We were standing in the line. I was the 50th guy in the line and check in again. And the woman who was checking, she, you know, kind of like eye contact, she said, come here. She called me, I went there, said, what happened? She said, would you like to travel in first class? I said, sure, if I don't have to pay for it, if you can upgrade me. She said, that's why I called you. And then she took my boarding pass and she upgraded me. And she said, now sir, you can go this way, you don't have to stand on the line. Now I knew why she selected me. But still I asked her, I said, ma'am, may I ask you something? Why did you select me? You know what she said to me? She said, I selected you because you look like a first-class passenger. That's how people treat you. Now, let me tell you this. I wasn't wearing a three-piece suit and a tie pin and a pocket square and dress to kill. I was wearing simple blazer, blue blazer, which I'll share with you when you're traveling, what you should wear. And then I wear nice slacks, nice button-down shirt. I wasn't wearing a tie, nice belt, nice shoes. So, if you be, this is the essence of it. In the morning when you get ready, ask yourself, what image do I project? अभी मैंने सारी बातें की हैं. Do I look successful? Do I look confident? Do I look financially stable? Do I look my status or stature, whatever? You ask yourself, mirror will tell you, believe it or not, mirror will tell you. And then ask yourself, what's the image I want to project? And if you're not projecting your image through clothing, let me ask you this. Please review it, go back to your closet and change it. What am I silently communicating through clothing? Ask yourself. I'll be teaching you a lot about that, sharing my expertise. How can I improve? You have to ask that. Now, this was Hamid says so far. This is now Roman Jacobson. Now, all information that I've been in the trenches, like I said, over 2 decades, I must have dressed 50,000 men, women in my lifetime with all different status and positions. He is the expert on nonverbal communication of clothing. Actually, he's the linguistic guy. You can search him out. I'm going to also put up the PDF of this on Moodle. You can, because I don't have time to go through everything. But guess what he says? You are a sender, you are a receiver. Ma'am, I'm talking to you. Do I ask your permission that I should, I know how you look? I mean, I just process it. Same way you're looking at me. You're not asking my permission. And all those things that we just covered, you making your judgment about me. Okay? That's how it works. And it happens quickly, sender, receiver. Then there's a context. What's the context? Now, I'm wearing a three-piece suit, and I go to the Marylebone Park jogging. Do you think it's the right, appropriate outfit? No, obviously no. If I go to a beach, I'm wearing that? No, obviously not. So there's always a context. Now come down here, code, dress code. I know there's no dress code for civil servants, but implicitly there's this dress code, which we'll be talking about there. So this is what Roman Jacobson. Now he says this now, how we communicate through clothing. Now this is Roman Jacobson. So if you have an issue with this, you can take an issue with him, but I'm sure you're not going to have issue with him. Now your clothing is a non-verbal communication. You communicate through silhouette. You communicate through lines. What is silhouette? Silhouette is a shape. If you're a tall guy, then that's a silhouette. If you are a heavy guy, then that's a silhouette. You communicate through line, you communicate through cut. More importantly, which I want to share with you today, that would be like something that, ma'am, assalamu alaikum. Okay, you communicate through fit. You probably have never heard of this. कि कैसे fitting आपकी कैसी है, and how do you communicate through that? And actually, he's going to be a little bit hard on that. I'll share the slides. Color के through communicate करते हैं. Color आपका बोलता है. हर color का मतलब है उसकी connotation है. I'll be sharing with you that. With that, condition of the garment, you communicate through condition. पुराना है, नया है, क्या है? Texture के through communicate करते हैं. Hair and makeup के through communicate करते हैं. Now, this is one table that I would like to emphasize on. In that, I don't have much time, so I'll go with, look at the fit. Now, if you look, upright, proper fit, custom-made, tailored fit, how would you look? Go on the top. You will look what? Rich. And what's the opposite of that? Very poorly fitted clothes. Shoulder ठीक नहीं है, collar का size ठीक नहीं है, pant का size ठीक नहीं है. For ladies, it's too loose, too tight, too this, too that. Guess what you will look? You will look poor. This is what Roman Jacobson said. So who wants to look poor? Nobody. Now, this is the formula that I want to share with you. I would say take notes, or you can take pictures or whatever it is. By the time that you will leave, and after 3 sessions, we're going to be talking a lot about this formula. And so what's the formula that you should know? What's the formula of proper dressing? 5 P's of dressing, that's what it is. Number 1, pigmentation. Does anybody know what pigmentation means? Colors?
Intensity of
Color of what?
Your skin tone.
Your skin tone, your hair, your eye. Ma'am, exactly. So those are the colors we're talking about. आपकी अल्लाह ताला ने हर दुनिया में हर कलरेशन का बंदा बनाया है. आई कलर, हेयर कलर, स्किन टोन बनाए हैं. ठीक है. अगर आप अपनी कलरेशन के मुताबिक कपड़े पहनेंगे, अगर कुदरत को फॉलो करेंगे, नेचर को फॉलो करेंगे, लेट मी टेल यू दिस, इट विल वर्क फॉर यू. अच्छा, अब इसको थोड़ा डिटेल में देखते हैं. व्हाट डज इट रियली मीन? व्हेन यू वेयर द राइट कलर, I'm talking about the color which is closer to your face. I'm not talking about the paint color or the bottom color. What will happen? If you're wearing the right color, let me tell you this, your skin will glow. Your eyes will become more vibrant. You will look like you are full of energy. You will look like, you're with it. On the other hand, if you're wearing the wrong color, guess what will happen? You will look lethargic. You will look tired. You will look like lazy. Now, imagine you're going to a very important meeting and you're wearing the wrong color. And it's making you look tired, it's making you look lazy. Do you think it is helping you? It's not helping you. So you better make sure. Litmus test क्या है? Colors यहाँ रख के देख लें. If I'm buying two different shades, I put them here. I will say which color really works on me. So that's the test. अक्सर हमने सुना है आज बड़ी अच्छी लग रही हैं. 10 दिन के बाद साथ में क्या हुआ? What happened? मैन के साथ भी ऐसी है. यार आज बड़े बड़े बुझे से लग रहे हो, आज बड़े उदास से लग रहे हो. Actually से नहीं मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, I'm very strong. You start becoming defensive. Actually you do feel strong inside, लेकिन वो कलर है जो आपको ना, it's like putting you in that kind of condition. Second thing is physique. लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं मेरे पास स्टाइलिंग कौन सी अच्छी लगेगी. Now I'm a fashiony guy, I'm a trendy guy, I'm from fashion school and all that, but I will never tell you follow the fashion. Yes, I want you to look very updated, contemporary. I will help you do that. Lekin what drives it? What drives is your physique. Meaning, are you short? Are you tall? Are you heavy? What are you? What things that we're styling which is going to look great on a short person, it's not going to look great on a tall person and vice versa and all that. Ab short hai, let's say for example, 50% of men and women are short in Pakistan, maybe even more. 5, 6 and under is short, my friends. Whether men or women, so yaad rakhein. Ab short men ki baat karte thodi si. Women are too sensitive, so we're going to talk about that. Men can take it, we get always like, sports mein, yeah, well, we go down and we dust up and we ready to go. Anyway, short banda थोड़ी सी लंबी जैकेट पहन ली है, कैसा लगेगा? किसके कपड़े पहने हुए हैं? वाला साहब के कपड़े पहने हुए हैं, ये किसी बड़े भाई के कपड़े पहने हुए. वो जाता है बेचारा घर में, कहता शॉर्ट जैकेट को शॉर्ट कर लेते. जैकेट शॉर्ट होगी तो फिर क्या हुआ? फिर लगता है जैसे छोटे भाई के कपड़े पहने. दिस person does not get a break. I sympathize with him. I got great news for him. Short बंदे के लिए proportion and fitting is paramount. Man or woman. Tall होना, थोड़ी सी जैकेट लंबी होगी, थोड़ा सा जगह, who cares? Short के लिए. अच्छा, दूसरी short की एक और प्रॉब्लम है. वो कहता है I want to look powerful. Powerful कैसे लगेगा? Let me tell you how he can look powerful or she can look powerful. We communicate in this frame. Ma'am, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you in this frame. Ma'am, I'm talking to you, in this frame. We don't talk like this. So if I make this frame very strong, guess what? You made it look very strong. Achha, strength kahan se aayegi? Let's say if the shoulders are too big, do you think I'll look strong? Absolutely not. Collar is not the right fit. Do you think I'll look strong? Absolutely not. If the collar is doing all the break dancing, do you think I'll look tight? No, absolutely not. I won't look strong. पावर टाई नहीं लगी, टाई उसमें टाई पे कोई फ्लावर है, कोई फ्लावर है, कोई एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है, कुछ है. I'm not going to look strong. So you're going to build that, and that's how the physique works. थोड़ा सा हैवी सेट बंदा है, आजकल काफी हैवी. पाकिस्तान में हैवी को क्या कहते हैं? हेल्थी. हेल्थी माई फुट. हेल्थी नहीं है. Okay, if it's a genetic, I respect that. दवाइयों की वजह से है, okay. लेकिन if you are cleaning the refrigerator out every day, then I would say that you have to work on it. Now heavy set बंदा है. आजकल क्या चल रहा है? Slim fit. मेरे पास लोग आते हैं slim fit और slim fit. अच्छा, अब heavy बंदा है, imagine करें इसको slim fit पहना है. He has a tummy. Slim fit में और क्या होगा? Tummy will be more pronounced. He has hips, large hips. अब उसको slim fit कर दिया, उसके hips भी बड़े हो जाएंगे. Then on top of that, he has big shoulder, broad shoulder, वो भी heavy हो जाएंगे, bicep और heavy हो जाएंगे. What do you think he's going to look like? He's going to look like stuffed chicken. I don't think it's the right look for you, for him. And for women also, let me tell you, I do see, I have eyes, I go outside, there are a lot of heavy women and they're wearing very tight clothes. आपके लिए वैसे ही tight clothes जो है ना, believe it or not, it's not a good thing for you. So you're going to go follow the physique. Then the next thing is the personality. कहते हैं ना personality पे कपड़े suit करने चाहिए. अब there are so many types of personalities. Psychiatrists, psychology कहते हैं. But my image consultation point of view, there are only two types of personalities. One is a follower and one is a leader. You guys are leader. Whether by design or by default, you are leaders. अब leader जो है वो थोड़ी सी stylish clothing पहन सकता है within reason. और उसके साथ वो थोड़े से colors को भी ज़्यादा experiment कर सकता है. लेकिन if he is not a leader type person, then he or she probably is better off with conservative traditional clothing. Next one is the position. We talked about that. आपका सर होता है, आप DC हैं, आप DC लगते नहीं हैं. By the way, it happened to me. कि कोई एक साहब लेके आए जी सर मैंने आपसे किसी इंट्रोडक्शन करवाना है, you know, I'm talking to him casually. तो मैं I could never, in a million years I could never thought that this guy was DC. तो उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा जी ये DC हैं. तो मैंने कहा अच्छा. Anyway, I got into my presentation and I said, and he was very, you know, nice guy, very open guy. कहता यार मैं इसलिए आपके पास आया हूँ. Anyway, you must look like whatever your position is. How much time do we have left? कितने? 15? Okay, great. So I'm going to go fast. Position. And so you must look like whoever, whatever your position is, you should. अगर आप CEO of a company है तो क्या लगना चाहिए? CEO लगना चाहिए ना? Top management है, top management, middle management के बंदे लगने चाहिए. Next is profession. You must look whatever your profession is. Engineer लगने चाहिए, doctor लगने चाहिए, आप bureaucrat लगने चाहिए, civil servant लगने चाहिए. I don't think it's like it's a no-brainer. You have to do that. So these are the 5 litmus tests. अच्छा अब जब कपड़े खरीदने गए आप, so you must go through this list. Number 1, does this color work for me? अगर नहीं है, believe it or not, चाहे वो free में दे रहा है, please don't buy it. It's a buying mistake. That's मैंने जो आपको इतना बड़ा claim किया है कि if you follow this formula, you can never make a mistake. So never do that. Physique, if आपकी physique पे fit नहीं होता, try room है, जाके try करके देख लें. तीसरी चीज, आपकी personality पे suit नहीं करता. आप वो लगते नहीं जो आपका होता है. चौथी चीज आपकी जो पांचवी चीज वो प्रोफेशन है कि आपकी प्रोफेशन पे सूट नहीं करता. So you know something, don't buy those articles. We covered all this. Look at this, darker colors. Now this is the takeaway. What was the takeaway? Wear darker colors. Darker colors have authority. Darker colors have all those subliminal messages which I'm going to discuss with you in a couple of minutes. Look at these guys. Do they look good? They look very good. And look at the white shirt and then the power ties. When you wear light colors, you look lightweight. Lightweight champion, heavyweight champion. You guys are heavyweight champion. Why should you look lightweight? ये myth है, ये आर्मी ने कि जी दिन में डे में आपने लाइट कलर पहनने हैं, नाइट को आपने डार्क कलर पहनने हैं, या आपने गर्मियों में लाइट पहनने हैं, you know, सर्दियों में डार्क पहनने हैं. Let me ask you this, when do the meetings take place? Night में होती हैं या दिन में होती हैं? Most of the meeting. Time है. So I think that you're going to be, you know, in the darker colors. Black is the most powerful color. याद रखें, मैं hierarchy of color बता देता हूँ. Black is the most powerful color. Then comes the navy, dark navy. Navy के shade. बहुत light में ना चले जाएं, royal navy वगैरह में ना जाएं. And then is the gray के 3 shades हैं. You know, light gray, mid gray, charcoal gray. Men, women both, it works the same thing. I will go more into detail later because I don't have much time. Let me get to the... Okay, here we go. Come on. Okay, look at this picture. This is a short guy, look at that. That looks very, very big on him. He doesn't look smart. Look at him. He looks very smart in that. That's also a little bit bigger, a taller guy, heavier guy. Look at that, how it looks in that. And, tall guy, but look at that, very, very loose fitting. He looks very nice in that. I'm not going to go into this. Personality-wise, we covered. Positions, we covered. Okay, here's the meat. Subliminal messages of a civil servant. You must look, you have authority. आपकी clothing से आपने कहना नहीं है clothing. You must look very refined and polished. You're way up there in society. You must look very refined and polished. कैसे लगना है? What does it mean? आपने furniture देखा है, cheap furniture and then antique furniture. Huge difference. And I'll tell you more techniques about how to look. You must look very elegant. You must look very accomplished. You must look very arrived. You have traveled a path. And you must look very trustworthy and credible. If you don't look trustworthy and credible, let me tell you, the game is over, my friend, before it began. Trustworthy, credible, कैसे लगना है? Can you go into a meeting and say, trust me? No. 2-3 बार कहेंगे तो अनारकली के सेल्समैन लगेंगे. मैं जो कह रहा हूँ कर लें, ले लेना, trust करें. No. Best color to show yourself that you are trustworthy, credible is the white color. For men, white shirt. White shirt is trustworthy, white shirt is credible, white shirt is honest, white shirt is pure, white shirt is sophisticated, white shirt is elegant. And on top of that, white, हमारे हुजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम का जो पसंदीदा कलर था वो क्या था? सफ़ेद. So I rest my case. Okay, here. This is another takeaway. You have to have a signature look about you. हर बंदा हर कलर नहीं पहन सकता. And you have to create your own look and everything. I'll help you with that. But the driving thing is you must look authentic. एक बंदा 3-piece suit उसे he is not that type of guy. शलवार कमीज वाला बंदा क्यों 3-piece पहने भाई? आप शलवार कमीज में dress it up everything. You will look great in that. Authenticity is very important. You must look very authentic. इसकी बात करेंगे. And now this is where is like I'm quickly. These colors, never wear these colors. These are not like, believe it or not, this won't give you authority, this is not. Never. Oh, look at it. How busy this guy looks. Checks popular हैं. लोग आते हैं मुझे बताते हैं. मैंने कहा भाई तुम्हारे लिए popular नहीं है. अब अगर ये creative बंदा है या कुछ ऐसा है, maybe. But it's too loud. Oh, would you trust this guy? Would you do business with him? This guy or that guy or this guy? Hideous combinations. Please don't diminish your authority and personality with that. Oh, chains. कभी ना लगाएं. किसी भी occasion पे, चाहे आपकी शादी हो रही, आते हैं लोग कहते हैं chain. मैं कहा chain for what? Chain है तो फिर dog भी होना चाहिए साथ में. Please don't do that. Oh, terrible. Rockstar maybe. अगर आप music में ये वो, not fun. I have, by the way, I've seen guys in the office in a good position wearing a tuxedo. I said, sir, why are you wearing tuxedo? He says, oh, शादी पे बनाया था, अब इसका क्या करूं? So please don't get yourself into that. Look at it, how beautiful this is a combination. Soothing to the eye. Now all you have to do is just convince the person, say your piece, whatever you have to say. You look the part, you look great, and then just go on with your business. Oh, don't do that. I know prints are very popular. I know the prints are very. Kate को देखा था अभी आई थी. All solids, everything solid. Google it up. All most successful women in the world, they are now wearing print. Print में मसला क्या है? हर बंदे ने print पहना है. CEO of a company ने print पहना हुआ है. किसी बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन वाली ने भी print पहना हुआ है. And then middle of the road ने भी print पहना है. और घर की maid ने भी print पहना हुआ है. So there's no difference. और दूसरा बात है कलर का नहीं पता चलता. कितने colors are going there? Then you have makeup. Then you have, pocket book. Then you have shoes. Then you have, a lot of accessories. Your jewelry and all that. So it's not going to work. Never. Maybe for party, a private party, but not professionally speaking. No way, Jose. No way. Please don't diminish yourself. Embroidery, too much embroidery. Guess what? The attention is going to be on embroidery. I mean, there should be attention on you, not distraction. You should not wear men, women, no, nothing loud. Nothing loud. So please don't do that. Look at how soothing is this, how beautiful is this. You know who she is, right? You know, elegant. So this is a solid color. Look at how with the pearls and everything and the beautiful, the way she, dupatta वगैरह सारा देखें उसका. Look at these two women, also Benazir Bhutto. I'm not making a political statement here, but I'm just like, calling it as it is, I see it. ये है अपना वो राबिया आनम है, जियो पे, she's also, in a solid color. Trimming कर सकते हैं आप अपनी, जिसे piping कहते हैं. Look at that, how nicely that piping is. You should look feminine. You should celebrate. You're a woman. So, it's not like you look very plain or something like that. You can, dress up this way. And these are the pictures of Kate. These are some of the pictures of men, very public officials. They look very nice. We know them. We know them. Useful tips. I already told you white shirt. White shirt is your best friend. Ties, मैंने बताया, ties, only 4 types of ties. The rest of the ties, burn them. Give it to somebody.
So what about the academy's ties?
If I had my say in it, I would probably design a little bit differently. But at least that has a rep. So rep tie is a power tie. Look, I still want to be invited here next year. So, no, but they do ask me. Acha, Ji. Red tie is beautiful. Red tie is power tie, my friend. Exactly. Red tie, I mean, I wouldn't take flashing red. और फिर उसके साथ मैं वो रहमान मलक की तरह नहीं करूँगा कि वो रेड लेके यहाँ भी रेड लगा लिए. Too tacky. आपने अगर पॉकेट्स के लगाना है आप इसके शर्ट के साथ मैच कर लें. By the way, I'll go into that detail in the next slide. Blue blazer is your best friend. जो मैंने बताया था कि blue blazer. Blazer का होता है कि ये बटन होते हैं, मेटल के बटन होते हैं. इसके साथ you can put a lot of combinations together. Again, great combinations. Same women. By the way, try it. You will look great. ठीक है, आप बहुत ज़्यादा fitted ना करें, ये करें, थोड़ा सा लंबा कर लें. But try it one day and you will feel good and you look great. इसको छोड़ते हैं. ये वाली look जो है ना, ये this is not a professional look. Look at that. You should be in a dress shirt. Yet, if you want to wear a t-shirt and jeans, then it should be very nicely fitted. Check shirt है, check shirt के साथ combination कर सकते हैं. जितना बड़ा check होगा उतना casual हो जाएगा, याद रखें. Oh, forget about that. Don't look at that. It's terrible. Why is this guy has all this design over here? What is he trying to say? Look at this. He looks very nice. अगर आपने शलवार की पहनी है, फिटिंग ऐसी होनी चाहिए. आप ड्रेसअप कर सकते हैं, साथ में आप जैकेट पहन सकते हैं, साथ में आप वेस्ट कोट पहन सकते हैं. बटन कौन सा बंद करना है? टॉप बटन बंद करें, दूसरा बटन ना बंद करें. दिस इज पाकिस्तान. 100%, 90%. Both buttons are closed like this. If I were the fashion police, I'll give them tickets and then I'll make ton of money. बैठे हैं दोनों बटन खोल लें, easy हो जाए. Shoes, oh my God, terrible. लोग कहते हैं जो सर बजट नहीं है. यार पॉलिश तो लग सकती है इसके ऊपर. अच्छा, दूसरा ये है ऑक्सफोर्ड शूज़. वो आपने इतने पॉइंटी शूज़ नहीं पहनने, और वो जिसके टो के आगे ऐसे स्क्वायर बना होता है. आई डोंट नो हु डिजाइन दैट शू. ही शुड बी शॉट. पाकिस्तान में जिसने डिजाइन किया, ही मेड टन्स ऑफ मनी. दैट्स नॉट द राइट शू. ऑक्सफोर्ड शूज़ योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड, एंड विद द लेसेस एंड एवरीथिंग. नेवर शो स्किन. इट्स अनदर थिंग. अब इसका क्या है, आपने टेक अ लिटिल बिट लॉन्गर सॉक्स. रिमेंबर दैट व्हेनेवर यू सिट, you cross your legs, the pant is going to ride high. It's going to rise. So you should not look like that. Asad Umar, he looked like that when he was sitting in the, King Dubai, Dubai with Imran Khan and all that. The only skin should show is your face and your hands. No, yeah.
Some men wear those banana printed socks.
Yeah, I know. I never asked you to wear that. Let me tell you, why you want to have attention to your feet, you should have attention to your face. By the way, जैसे PM है कनाडा का, वो पहनता है. लेकिन let me tell you, he has a personality for that. वो अगर चर्च में जाता है तो चर्च की तरह कपड़े पहनता है, मुसलमानों में चले जाता है मुसलमानों की तरह पहनता है, वो गुरुद्वारे में जाता है वो पहनता है. We don't have that personality. And why do you have to communicate through your socks? Why socks should be the icebreaker? Icebreaker should be you. Yes, sir. Socks should, okay, very good question. Socks should either match the shoes, the color of the shoes, or it should be tad darker than your pant color. And it should be plain, no design. Second जो है कि जो आपकी पैंट का कलर है उससे टैड डार्कर, थोड़ा सा उससे डार्कर होनी चाहिए, या आप शू के साथ उसको मैच कर लें.
What about the color of shoes for formal dress?
Only two color shoes that I suggest, brown color and black. No other color, no two tones, no this, no tuxedo shoes, nothing.
Can we wear brogues?
Boots, you said? No. Boots have no place in that. अगर आपने देखें, अगर आपने चीनोस पहनी हुई हैं या किस तरह का आपने कोई गारमेंट पहना हुआ है, को आप कैजुअल सा पहना हुआ है, they go with that, they will never go nice with the. हाँ वो कर सकते हैं. अच्छा टाइज जो मैंने बताया 4 टाइज हैं. अब ज्योमेट्रिक टाई, सॉलिड टाई, and the rep tie, and the last one is the texture tie. Belt, very important. Belt sleek हो, 1.5 inch width हो, और बेल्ट की जो बकल है उसके ऊपर कोई गुची मुची नहीं लिखा होना चाहिए, स्पेशली फेक गुची 150 रुपये अनारकली में जो मिलती है. What statement do you give by that? Ralph Lauren इतना बड़ा घोड़ा लगाया. What does घोड़ा mean? I am from America. I know how what Ralph Lauren is. Communicate, my friends. Communicate through your personality. This is my respectful submission to you and my plea to you. Look elegant, look decent. Don't look like anybody else. You are your own personal brand. And you have to develop that brand, and then you have to enhance that brand, then you have to make it famous. And you're your personal brand.
Sir, what should be the width of that?
Belt should 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. और इसके ऊपर सिलाई बहुत मोटी नहीं होनी चाहिए. जितनी बेल्ट बड़ी हो जाएगी, जितना बकल बड़ा हो जाएगा, कैजुअल होती जाएगी. और ये वाला शू कह रहा था मैं, डोंट वेयर दैट शू. ये शू है जो पता नहीं किसने डिजाइन किया है. Socks and wear with these socks. I know it's hot, I know it's humid. You know, sweat from inside, don't sweat from outside. I'm sweating because it's hot. But anyway, this never should show. Easy solution. भला क्या? Undershirt पहने. Undershirt कौन सी पहननी है? पहलवानों वाली नहीं पहननी. बाजू वाली पहने शर्ट. क्या होगा? perspiration सारी उसमें absorb हो जाएगी, and you will look dry, and you look nice, and you look presentable. Never let it happen. It speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. गर्मी है, शावर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक बंदा मेरे पास अच्छा खासा पढ़ा लिखा था, सारा कुछ था. मैं कहा सर वो ये शावर, कहते हैं हाँ शावर लेता हूँ वीकली एक बार. So please don't do that. हाँ deodorant बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है. Deodorant, you know, buy good deodorant, को branded ले, 24 hours last. Definitely fragrance लगाएं, but don't take a bath in this. Don't kill people with that. अच्छा मैं आपको बताऊँ 90% पाकिस्तान को फ्रेगनेंस लगानी नहीं आती. पता क्या करते हैं? रियली सारे कपड़ों में लगा लिए. Let me tell you what happens. कपड़ों में लगा लिए, एक कपड़े में चली गई, फिर ऑब्वियसली कपड़े गंदे होते हैं, उसमें स्मेल आती है. वो जो हाइब्रिड स्मेल बनती है ना, वो टेरिबल. अब आपने कैसे करना है मैं आपको बताता हूँ तरीका. आपने जो है परफ्यूम, आपने उसके 2 स्प्लैश यहाँ पे, you know where your pulse is. By the way, it also does chemically something. I read about that. But anyway, आपने 2 यहाँ splash से करें, and go here and go here. That's it. I was doing a presentation at one point and last week, and this guy was sitting there. इतना बड़ा मुंह बनाया हुआ था उसने. जब भी बात करूँ उसने, you know, he was not moving, you know, at all. मैंने कहा यार कौन सी चीज़ है जो नीडल मूव करेगी इसकी? तो I knew he was a naysayer. तो लास्ट में जब मैंने ये कही ना, तो उसके बाद ही मरमट, इसका सारी उम्र ऐसी गलत ही परफ्यूम लगाते रहे. Then he came over to me and he says, you know something, you convinced me. So I hope I convinced you with this. Anyway, this is the end of my presentation. Paradigm shift. आपने कपड़ों को एक्सपेंस नहीं समझना. जब आप एक्सपेंस समझेंगे तो पता क्या करेंगे? You will try to save money. You will buy on sale. आप कहेंगे अच्छा यार ये कॉलर थोड़ा सा बड़ा है, कौन सा यार मैंने टाई लगानी है. Women also, we make compromise. Please don't make compromise. Consider clothing is investment just like education, just like you are here. And if you will do that, I think that you will make the right decision, and then I'll show you how to build the wardrobe. So this is, we call it today. Thank you very much.